Hi everyone, this video is about 5 things I love about Irvine and 5 things you may consider a con. Hi everyone, I'm Latrice Deluna, local real estate agent here in Irvine, California, and today we're going to be talking about 5 things I love about living here in Irvine and 5 things that might make you go, when it comes to thinking about Irvine. So let's get started. Number 1, safety. Irvine is on the list of U.S. safest cities by 24/7 Wall Street, and the ranking is based on the FBI's crime stats and also things like demographic figures such as population, growth, income, poverty. And if we only look at the FBI crime stats for violent crimes, Irvine has been the safest city for 14 years. As a resident and realtor here, I can definitely attest to the safety of this lovely city. Number 2, cleanliness. Actually, and that's something that many of my clients and my visitors say upon their first impression when they see the city. They say like, wow, the city looks so new and so clean. And there are a couple reasons. So number 1, Irvine's a relatively newer city, and it was also built under a huge master plan. But also, we do have city cleaning programs in place. For example, the biking trails, the pedestrian bridge, the walkthroughs are cleaned every week. The parking lots are cleaned every other week, and also the city and infrastructure, they're cleaned twice a month. And on top of that, those newer communities, we actually have our weekly sweeping. So all of that contributes to the cleanliness of this beautiful city. Number 3, the third thing that I love about Irvine is that we are within a very close proximity to outdoor and nature, and we're pretty darn close to the beach. So there's several beaches to choose from. You're about 20 minutes from Newport, 25 minutes from Huntington, and 30-ish minutes to Crystal Cove and Laguna Beach. And if you are a mountain person, we're only 2 short hours away from Big Bear. Now, people go to Big Bear all the time. During the winter, you can go there to ski and snowboard. In the summertime, you can camp and hike or fish in the lake, or, you know, if you just want to chill and relax and do nothing, just dip your toe in the beautiful, cool lake water, you can do that as well. If you want to stay local, even within Irvine, there are a lot of hiking trails. Just to name a few, there's Peters Canyon, Boomers Canyon, Quail Hill, Turtle Rock. There are just so many to choose from. It's easy to find a trail very close to where you live. Another thing that I love about Irvine is the great public schools. The school district is amazing. If you have kids, this might be the number 1 reason to move yourself to Irvine. I just want to show you guys, if you look here, there's a map, and it's based off of greatschool.org, and it shows all of the schools in Irvine and their ranking. Another pro of living here in Irvine is that it's very family and kid friendly. For example, I don't know if you know this about Irvine, but we're huge on sports and activities, and especially swimming. A lot of very strong swimming activities in sports here. But almost every community has their own community pool and swim team. So definitely swimming is a big sport here. But if your kids are into basketball, soccer, baseball, dance, lacrosse, you have so many different leagues to choose from, and it really does make your after-school extracurricular activity planning much easier. And also, we have so many farmers markets like the family-owned Tanaka Farms or the Great Park area. If you're more adventurous, one of the things that you can do to venture out is go to Disneyland, which is a short drive away over in Anaheim. It doesn't take very long to get there, and lots of people go all the time. Not only that, but you can also go down south to San Diego. There's an aquarium there and Legoland. And then if you're also feeling up to it, you can go up north to Los Angeles and have a little bit of a different experience there. So there's just so much to do. You'll never run out of areas or activities and ideas to do with your family and your kids. And, you know, Irvine just makes it so welcoming to want to live here. Now, we've talked about all the pros. Now we're going to talk about the stuff that people really don't like about Irvine. And let's be real, right? Even the safest city is going to have its flaws and drawbacks. So number one, the cost of living. Yes, we've talked about how nice the city is. We've talked about the beauty of it, but that does come at a price. What makes the cost of living high in Irvine is the housing cost. For comparison's sake, the national median home price is around $231,000, while when we're in Irvine, that number will be about $864,000, and that's about 3.8 times that of the national average. And even when we compare the average to just California's average, Irvine is still 56% higher. It is definitely not cheap. And what about renting? If you need a 1-bedroom, you will be looking at around $2,000 a month. If you need a 2-bedroom, the average is around $2,550 a month. And a 3-bedroom, it's gonna run you about $3,600 a month. Okay, so next up are the Mello Roos. What is Mello Roos? Well, it's a special tax assessment that the district created in California to finance local infrastructure of services. In Irvine's case, most of the time the Mello Roos goes towards financing and supporting our local schools. And the tax is applied to the residents of the district that actually benefit from the project. So the Mello Roos depends on which community and which neighborhood that you actually live in, but each neighborhood is going to have a different Mello Roos. So when you're looking to buy a home, make sure you look into all of that. The list price you see, that's not always going to be the total cost for you to buy the home. There will be also your property tax and the Mello Roos and the special assessments. And just so you know, the Mello Roos, it's a fixed amount of tax. It's not a percentage of your property value like property taxes. And normally this kind of bond measure lasts for about 20 to 25 years. So again, it does differ from neighborhood to neighborhood. So make sure to ask your realtor at the end of the day to break down this cost for you so that you know exactly what you're gonna have to pay on a monthly and annual basis when you're buying and purchasing property here in Irvine. So yes, Mello Roos kind of sucks, but it's an additional expense for you to own a home here in Irvine. But then again, you know, it's also what helps keep the city clean and helps to have such good schools and makes all of that possible. So another con is the traffic. In Irvine, as of today, we have about 280,000 residents. So people living here, and every year we've been growing at about 2%. So with those numbers, I think the traffic's just getting worse and it's expected to get worse. So what can you do about it? Number one, make sure that you take it into consideration. Because a lot of times for those newcomers to Irvine, they think everything is so close, but they don't realize that traffic can get really, really bad. And I'm not just talking about, you know, freeway traffic on the 405 and the 5, even local roads. So for example, Jamboree probably is the worst during peak hours. It can take you forever just to inch out of it. And so what you want to do is you want to try to avoid these peak hours, you know, like go to work early, leave work early. That's always really helpful. Also, use your mobile app to show you what the best routes are, because there might be traffic in some places that you might want to avoid, and using those apps can help you know that. I know a lot of people who actually bought a bike during COVID. So if you're just simply doing an easy errand or something short that's within a close distance, I would say bike, don't drive. Now, another con, which could be subjective, is the weather. There are no seasons. We pretty much have warm weather year round. And I mean, for me, that doesn't bother me at all. I love warm weather. I love the sun. But if you're the type of person who wants to have white Christmas, well, it doesn't really get that cold or snow here in Irvine, but you do have options. You can spend your Christmas in Big Bear if you want to have a white Christmas, and you can, you know, go somewhere else. You can fly to the East Coast or fly to the Midwest if you want to have that white Christmas. Okay, now the last con for people who don't care too much about Irvine. They think the homes are too cookie cutter, lacking character. Just so you know, for the city, their philosophy for planning this place was to have a certain standard of living and under good management in order to preserve the quality of life as well as your property value. So if you're the type that's all about individualism or personality, I think you can still do it just from the inside of your house. I just want to put it out there so you know what to expect before you come to Irvine. So we talked about 5 pros and 5 cons, and I really hope you liked this video. Like I said, I am a local real estate agent in Irvine who does a lot of videos. So just like this, I also do videos about particular neighborhoods around the city. I also do the cost of living here in Irvine. So make sure you go subscribe, like, ring the bell. If you're relocating, please don't hesitate to give me a call. You can send me a text message or you can email me. I'll be more than happy to help you. Until next time, thank you, stay happy, and I'll see you on the next video.